Good morning, everybody, and by everybody, I mean Pudgy, who's F-I-R-S-T, first in the chat, Pudgy. And we got Gen G in the chat as well. Pudgy, Gen G, glad to have you guys in here. Let's check the market out, see what's going on so far today. We have got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen, sitting at, where's it at? Dead even on the day today, $3.08. Not up, not down, dead even. You get GameStop sitting in the top right-hand side of the screen, $25.19, up or down 1.65%. Shiba Inu Coin floating around, but sitting at 1364 points per coin, on its way back up right now, looking very good there, up 1.22% on the day today. And let's watch a 5-minute chart. Looks a little better there. You get Solana. Solana sitting in the bottom left-hand side of the screen right now. It is at 146.17 at the moment, 5.47% higher on the day today. Here's what's going to happen, guys. Solana's going to start running. Confidence is going to start returning. People are going to be buying meme coins again, and the prices are going to move higher. Do not despair. Do not give up. Do not fill with fear. Do not fall victim to everything that is going on out there right now. We are going to see gains. Now, if you get in the money again and you want to take some profit, you want to shed some of your positions, you felt like you were too heavily leveraged or you were, in too heavy of positions, sure, do it. But we are going to be moving to the upside, and it's going to be looking very good. We got NASDAQ sitting 0.29% higher on the day today. Kind of flat, but still 0.28% higher overall. AMC, down. GameStop, down. Solana, up beautifully. You've got Dogecoin, 19 cents. I like it, man. Shiba Inu Coin sitting at 1,300 points per coin. Ethereum sitting at $2,073.92. Bitcoin sitting at $87,930 right now. Yeah, 87,891 over on BitUnix, 87,929 over on Webull. The SPY sitting at 574, up just 11% today. QQQ 0.35% higher. Molinado, wow, Molinado with another bull trap. Yeah, bull trap this morning, sitting all the way up at 72 cents. Look at that, nice little rally. Boom. Ripped everybody's money. These guys will never see 72 cents again. They bought in this morning. These guys will never see 72 cents again. They're bag holding. They're going to be averaging down. And of course, they're going to get ripped. That was a very nice, nearly 100% gain. And getting ripped well over 50% to the downside intraday, guys. A 50+% loss intraday. Think about that. I cannot fathom. This is like the worst rug pull in history. And it's a daily rug pull, man. These stupid cryptos that are actual rug pulls, where the idiots go out there and drain the liquidity pool, they still don't even see declines like Molinado does on a daily basis. It's nuts. Sundial sitting at $1.57. You got Netflix, $992. Tesla, $277. Amazon sitting at $205. Apple, $223. And Soxel, down just 0.77% on the day today, $20.77. But we're going to watch Bitcoin play out on the bottom left-hand side of the screen and hopefully go higher all day long. We want gains. We want gains. I'll crap. Well, you can crap if you want, but I will say this. If nobody else joins the live stream, I mean, we could just hang out for a minute and then end. I got plenty of videos that I can do today. Sun shining. I can go look outside, let the cats look out the door as I do the videos, and we'll be good. But, dude, it's crazy to me how people... I don't know if, like, how their emotions change is necessarily the right thing to say or what. But I would say 99% of the people who watch, like, crypto live streams or stock market live streams or investing live streams, I don't think that they actually want to make money. I don't think that they actually want to invest. They want to do one of two things, right? They want to watch some other guy trade, which I don't do that live, right? I'm not out there buying and selling and all of that live. So I guess it takes away from the entertainment aspect. Like, oh, is this guy going to make some money today, or is this guy going to lose some money today? What's he going to do? In that sort of a situation, they have no risk. They're just watching somebody else make and lose money. Or they only want to be involved when things are like euphoric, and they don't want to push through and persevere through the other 99% of the time when things are not going their direction, when things are slower, when prices are moving down, when the narrative is negative, and then they leave, they give up. So it is a little crazy, man, but I don't know, 6 people watching the live stream is pretty tough. People are fickle. Yes, they are. Worst rug pull? Have you heard of honorarium? Okay. Yes, I have heard of honorarium. Honorarium was a very interesting rug pull as well. Honorarium has $1. What does honorarium have left in it? $1? And I don't even know why it's got $1 left in it. Probably because I never took my. Probably because I never sold my coins. I can tell I'm gonna sneeze. $0.84. God. Is it today? On 0 volume. I don't understand that. $1? Holy smokes, yeah. That's daily, man. That's wild. Wow. Yeah, honorarium is down to the price that it was when it launched. It's had apparently 20 cents of volume in the last 24 hours. Man. Dude, honorarium did so good, though. Oh, man, don't do it. Don't get... Oh. These allergies might get bad. Honorarium did do really well, though, man. 6 zeros to 4 zeros in like a 2-week period. Oh, come on. I was doing fine. Now I'm gonna start crying. I promise I'm not crying because of honorarium. Anyway, yes. Honorarium went from $1 million market cap to a $6,000 market cap. That is a 99.5% decline in the price of honorarium. Dude, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Molinado has gone from an $86 billion up to here, $160 billion price per share. Oh my goodness. I didn't even rub my nose. I didn't even touch my nose. That's the thing. Usually if I go rub my nose a little bit, I'll start to get worked up. I didn't even do that. It's the coffee. I can guarantee you I am allergic to coffee. Guarantee. Guarantee. Dude, when you look at Bitcoin, though, this is actually a phenomenal graph. They tell you that this is, like, terribly volatile, and this is just a terrible graph. Dude, look at this. Can you guys see this? Like, look, I'm crying. I promise. I'm so sad, dude. I look at honorarium. And it just takes it out of me, guys. Takes it out of me. I look and see what a person could do to another person. And it just makes me so sad. I mean, it's tragic, you know? For one small super chat, you could make it all better. Could make it all better. The rug pulls have gotten to me. Somebody's gonna clip that. Nah, nobody's gonna clip that. There's only 15. There's 20 in here now. One of you guys might be crazy. Oh, the heck is going on with these allergies, man? I swear it's the coffee. I do think coffee's got histamines in it, and I think that, like, just coffee by itself, completely fine. No worries whatsoever. But if I combine coffee with cats, it puts me over the edge. It does. It puts me over the edge, man. It's actually a phenomenal graph, though. Man. Let's go back down to a 5-minute chart and watch Bitcoin. I bought some more Solana this morning. So I'm excited, guys. I think that I think that the market can start moving higher again now. Oh, let's see. You and Luxide are the only YouTubers that consistently give SHIB updates. Everyone else is chasing hype notes. No, Masif, man. Masif keeps. I want to chase the hype too. Okay, I really do. I want to chase the hype as well, man. My views, I'm going to tell you guys, my views right now, because you guys can look all this crap up, right? My views are the lowest that they have been since, like, the first 2 months that I started doing YouTube. And that's tough, man. That is tough. Because when your views are the lowest that they've ever been, it's obviously the lowest revenue that you've ever had. It's the lowest income that you've ever had. Now, I am very grateful because there's a lot of, sponsored content. There's a lot of that I didn't have way back when. So I am still grateful for all of that. But there are so few people interested in cryptocurrency right now that it is very difficult, right? And now my view on it, I would love, okay, to increase my views, to chase the hype as well, and to basically just increase views, right? Not necessarily because I care too much if people watch me, but dude, more views equals more money. And then, you typically feel a little bit better about yourself if what you're producing people want to see and all of that. So I get the guys that want to go out there and chase the hype in that regard. But at the same time, I do agree with you, okay? There's a part of me, and this is, dude, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's very consistent and willing to almost deal. It's probably why you can still continue investing. Like, after you lose a ton of money, you can get back out there and continue putting it in and so on. There's a part that just cannot give up, right? So that consistency as well is also very important to me. And I see a lot of guys flip-flopping on subjects. One day they'll tell you that something is great. The next day they'll tell you, I always told you it was bad. I always told you it was. So I can't deal with the inconsistency of a lot of the guys out there. So yeah, dude, Masif, man, I get it. Everybody wants more views. Everybody wants more money. I want it as well. But I've got this part of me that just, like, I can't give up on something, right? It's very, very difficult to just quit. And I feel like kind of hype chasing or something like that is almost like some form of quitting too. So what was all the news with Crow? I saw that there was an AMA with the president of Crow last night, but I was so tired. I do not know. I did not see specifically. So does anybody else know? Does it relate to like the dilution of Kronos or the dilution of Crypto.com coin? Man. Genji, thank you very much. Genji, I had some I had something to drink here, but it's completely gone. I don't have any more coffee with me. But thank you very much for the coffee. Thank you very much for the coffee. Thank you very much for the coffee. Absolutely appreciate the super chat. And oh, like I said, it did. It made it 100% better. I'm no longer crying. I am good to go. Thank you very much, Genji. Appreciate you for that one. Let's see. Brew your coffee with eggshells in it. What now? Pudgy? Why would I do that? Why would I brew my coffee with eggshells in it? Boom! Misky from Flisky. I see it up top now. Dabbing on him as always. I really saw it because Pudgy said dabbing on him as always. Was at a dinner meeting last night with a few, shall we say, well-known investors and podcasters, and behind the scenes, they're overwhelmed with joy due to the price action. Oh, me too, man. Me too. I'm happy that things are finally starting to bounce back up a little bit. So very nice that you had dinner with them, man. And hopefully things do pick back up. I'm trying, right? I'm trying to hit the bottom or whatever. You never know if you're going to time it right and all that stuff. But I am adding to my positions and added some more Solana this morning. May move some of that Solana around later today if I've got some time. Into some smaller Solana tokens, Radium, Jupiter, maybe average down a little bit more on Trump and Melania, stuff like that. But, yeah, added some Solana this morning, so we'll see what goes on with it. Relief rallies for crypto. Yeah, we need it, man. Clay, I don't understand. You know, we all know no one is doing anything for SHIB. How can it get better? Do you believe the SHIB community is getting smaller? Yes. So I believe the Shiba Inu Coin community is definitely getting smaller, right? You can look at the statistics. There's less people active. There's less people excited and all of that. And that, to me, man, is simply because of the price action. A lot of these dudes that are investing in SHIB and really any meme coin for that matter are like Genji said, very fickle. They're here today, gone tomorrow. They love it when the price is up 10%. They cry when the price is down 10%. But I also know, okay, and I truly believe this, like the retail investors who are still here are shifting focus, yes, from meme coins to utility tokens. I see that a lot with XRP and HBAR and Stellar Lumens and, you know, go on down the list, man, whatever utility token you want to talk about. But I also know that when retail investors start pouring back in, and they do when greed is high, right? Right now, fear is high. When greed returns and greed is high, they will be buying meme coins. And meme coins, dude, you could sit here and you could make $1 million over the next 30 years in something like XRP, but nobody has the patience and the will to wait that long. They want their $1 million tomorrow. And I believe that meme coins will outpace utility tokens during the peak of a bull market rally. It's just a lot of those meme coins could die out. I don't think SHIB's going to die. So because I don't think SHIB's going to die, I do think that it is still very prosperous. And when retail returns, when they are greedy, it will go up again. Is anybody going to make it move up? No. Simply the excitement from essentially, you know, the trade or the gamble or the gain alone. Let's see. SHIB is going to do something big soon. Just watch. I hope so. There's a lot of talk on SHIB ETF. Yeah, I in my personal opinion, I don't think Shiba Inu Coin gets an ETF right off the bat. I really don't think that volume is high enough for a Shiba Inu Coin ETF. I think it may be bundled with other meme coins. I don't know if I'm going to be right on that, but I think it makes more sense to have a diversified meme coin approach to an ETF before going out there and like just strictly having a Shiba Inu Coin ETF. Could be wrong though. Probably new buyer to SHIB. I held SHIB for 4 years. Probably didn't hear all the lies from the dev team, lies from Lucy. Yeah, dude, Lucy ticks me off sometimes. Really, she does. And she's blocked me, like, she blocked me on X, all that stuff. Not ticking me off because she blocked me on X, but, dude, I cannot stand people who just, like, make stuff up in their head and then, like, say it is truth. Check out Mog. It runs hard on green days for swing trading. Yeah, Masif, man. I haven't looked at it. Massive or Masif, man? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I think we could... sorry. I think we could 5x on Mog to get back up to its all-time highs, right? Ooh. Yeah, what was that, like a 20% gain there? Dang, man. Essentially coming down to this major level of support, too. That's crazy, dude. This is crazy that people gave up so hard on a token that really did very well. This is how scared the market is, man. Losing 90% of its value. Wow. You're talking like a 10x gain to get back up to these all-time highs, man. Huh. You guys can't see any of it. Dude, I don't know, man. I might have to add. I got a little bit of Mog. I don't have enough Mog to make me rich or anything like that. So, I'm not, like, terribly excited if it goes up or down. It doesn't really bother me too much, but... Dude, this was beaten hard. This could get back up to this level. This could be a nice 5x gain. That might not be too bad of an idea to buy some Mog. This is the best time to invest in layer 1 on a few altcoins. However, I'm no longer into memes. Yeah, dude, memes are risky. I truly do believe that memes will run again, but I completely get it. There's no, I mean, if you guys don't want to have that risk or you don't want to take that speculative approach, don't take it, man. It's my money and I want it now. Absolutely. XRP is a game changer. You just need patience. Yeah, dude, the entire crypto world's a game changer. And luckily for everybody, I have a lot of patience. GNE will have earnings today. GNE or GME? GameStop, or is there a GNE with earnings today? We probably don't care about Genie Energy, do we? Yeah, he meant GME. Alright, well, we're going to have some volatility in GameStop later today. Be careful. Watch out for that one. Let's see. So what was all the news with Crow? I saw there was an AMA that... Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody know what the news with Crow was? Not Chronode. A potential ETF. All right, so Trump Media Group is filing for a Kronos or Crypto.com coin ETF. And that's why it surged higher. So TMTG is Trump Media Group or whatever, and they filed for a Crypto.com Kronos coin ETF. So, I mean, that is pretty big news. That is pretty big news for Kronos, man. I'm not a coffee person, but adding eggshells is supposed to make the best coffee ever. Google can explain the whole process. What? Has anybody ever done this? Because I am going to make coffee after the live stream. This is like a real thing. The shell in an entire egg. Nah, dude, I'm not boiling an egg in coffee grounds. I'm not following that girl's recipe. I'll look at it a little bit more. Let's see. Hour and day and weeks trades for Mog. Well, if I bought it, dude, I would just buy it and hold it for a while. I still think there's a meme coin rally, so I would buy Mog and I'd hold it till it gets back up to, 5 zeros and a 3 in that area. Crow president was also in the Oval Office talking to the team, man. Giovanni, man, it might be pretty good for Kronos. I own a little bit of Kronos as well, and I own it on Crypto.com. It would have to go up pretty high to... I get it an okay amount. It would have to go up pretty high to make a good amount of money on it, but I've had... Crypto.com coin is one of the very first cryptos that I would have bought. Because Crypto.com was my first centralized exchange. So, obviously, you're getting some Kronos or Crypto.com if you're on Crypto.com. Let's see. GS. Are you talking about Chronos? 30% in a day, not bad. Isn't XRP the only one that has been positive on a 1-year graph? Well, maybe. Well, the only one out of what? Because I know other ones like Stellar Lumens are up. Very similar to Chronos. Like they 6x'd. So I don't know which exactly ones you're talking about, but I know Tron's up on an annual chart. Tron's up nice. 12 cents to 22 cents. Cardano. I don't know if Cardano's up on the year or not. Slightly. XRP, 50 cents to 250. 5x gains there. Not bad. Stellar Lumens. Bad boys up on the year. 13 cents to 29 cents. So, I don't know which ones would be on the list of looking at. My grandma told me that her dad did it, and that's where I found out about it. Yeah, Pudgy, I believe it, man, because apparently it's like a thing. But they use it to... I got a coffee filter. You know what I mean? Like, I could filter the grounds out without an egg, but... That is very interesting, to add eggshells to reduce the acidity of the coffee, and also to filter out the coffee grounds. How's it going, Clay, bro? Seems like viewers are low, but now once the market blows up, your views will go up. Yeah, crypto to Conrel Valdez Reyes, man. Views are low right now, and it's also in part because it is horizontal view. A lot more people roll into the live streams when you're on vertical view. May go back to vertical view very shortly if the horizontal view is not working out here. But I think some people, prefer the horizontal view. I prefer the vertical view because views are very, very low right now. Crypto Conrel Valdez Reyes. SHIB 1-year graph is horrific. Yeah, SHIB 1-year graph is going from 4,500 points per coin back down to 1,200 points per coin. 75% decline in the overall price. It's rough. I used to have Crow Crypto, but no longer. Yeah, dude, I've held some of my Crow for, jeez, dude, probably since like 2017, 2018. And it is funny, man, because when I first started to not buy crypto, I mean, it led to buying crypto, but, I first started mining, and I watched Vosk Coin, because that kid was, teaching you how to build miners and all of that, and he used Crypto.com, man. So, he liked Crypto.com, I started using Crypto.com. I liked Crypto.com, but now I like other exchanges better. I like KSEX better than Crypto.com. It's cheaper. They got nice leverage trades and all of that. No KYC. It's you get your own preferences over time. Oh, flatmate used to do it with an egg for real. GS. I've never done it. Shiba Inu Puto Nufo. Speaking of Nufo, reminding me of Ape Father. Did you guys see the Ape Father's video? I got a notification on this morning. His bank glitched or something, and he had $100 billion show up on his bank account today. The video was today. I don't know. I would love to see the Ape Father with $100 billion, because I know for a fact that the Ape Father would be spending $100 billion as well, and that'd make for very interesting content if the Ape Father had $100 billion. Can you check out FTWO stock? Yes, I will. Yes, Shiba Inu to pool too. I prefer BroView. Well, thank you very much, Nufo. XRP was the last coin to move, so that makes sense on the year. Yeah, XRP did move in November when Trump got elected. FTWO. Natural Resources ETF. What do we got here? 5-minute chart. Very low volume. Daily chart. Let's see this bad boy. I imagine... this is relatively new as well. Coming out in, let's call it late 2023. Has done nothing but essentially go up. Looking very good. And paying a dividend of only 1%. Can't really care too much about the dividend there, but yeah, dude, that is a very nice graph for FTWO, and it's relatively new. So this could be one of those. This could be one of those ETFs that 10 years from now, $22 here, $222 in 10 years from now, and your wildest fluctuations that you have to deal with, 10%, going from $32 down to $29. Wow, 10% pullback. I can't handle a 10% pullback. Dude, if you've been investing in cryptocurrency, you can handle a 10% pullback, I would say, relatively easily. I thought XRP was going to take over Swift, but now I am hearing they're teaming up. How will this help XRP? You know, I don't know, right? I forget who posted it on X the other day, but they were like, man, this XRP promo goes hard or something like that. And it was basically, okay, people sending money all over the world to each other, right? In all kinds of different currencies. So somebody was sending Japanese yen to some dude that was receiving euros, and he was sending it to a dude that got pounds, and he was sending it to a dude that got dollars, and you know, and it was like instant, right? I get the excitement around that, and I get the level of transactions and all of that. If XRP is heavily utilized for just day-to-day transactions in finance, but somebody explained to me why you need to hold XRP to make those transactions happen. You do not need to hold XRP to facilitate those transactions. You simply trade your dollars for XRP. You send the XRP to your buddy in Japan. Your buddy in Japan immediately cashes out the XRP for yen, and you've essentially swapped dollars for yen. XRP is just the intermediary. It's an immediate buy and sell of XRP. So where is the value? Like, where is the buy and sell immediate, just offset each other? So where's the net buys? Where's the net inflows into XRP there? See, everybody thinks that, well, if these banks are going to facilitate these transactions, they have to hold billions of XRP, billions of dollars worth of XRP, so that they can facilitate billions of transactions per day. But it's just an immediate buying and selling to do the transaction. So I don't know how it's going to benefit XRP. I'm still stuck on why you need to hold it in order to use it. And I don't think that you do. Hey bro, my Soxo 32 cover calls for May are currently at over 89%. It's like McDonald's. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Good, man. Good. Soxo 32s. Where are we at here? $20. Yeah, I would say that you're pretty good there, man. I would say you're pretty good. Dude, if you sold covered calls, why don't you just buy them back? They gotta be worthless. Uh, 32s? Oh, they're still 20 cents. Dang. You can make a... I guess that does go out. 2 months. Yeah, percent over a month. Percent over 2 months. Not that high of a premium, but yeah, man, still 1%. Not bad over the next 2 months that far out with a 50, like what, 60% gain that needs to be made. 55% gain, somewhere in that range to get called away. Yeah, I'd say you're safe, Frank. New phone! Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, Nufo, for the pretty little black kitty. Absolutely. Hey, come here, little kitty. Come on, baby girl. Come here. Let's see if the actual cat will come. Maybe she'll maybe she'll meow for you, too. XRP in Japan is now being used in real estate. Is that something that is being tied? It's something that has been tried there in the U.S. Yeah, I saw that. I read the article on that. I think I did a video on that. You see, the thing with like purchases like that, when you can utilize your XRP in order to buy real estate and so on, what I don't think is going to happen is somebody's going to take their yen, right? And instead of just using their yen to buy a house, I don't think they're going to go buy XRP to go buy the house. And then the guy that sells the house is going to just leave it in XRP. So I do think it's beneficial, right? That it gets the exposure out there and all of that. But I don't think it's going to create buying pressure. I don't think it's going to create demand for XRP. But I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm sure some places, and I'm sure some real estate agents in the United States accept cryptocurrency. So I'm sure it's been tried somewhere here before, but I'm not exactly positive if it has or not. This morning I heard Trump stock company is getting an ETF for crypto. They're buying some ETF funds. That's what I mean. Yeah, Brian, we just looked over that, man. We just looked over that. Trump Media Group is... Oh, I don't know if it said two... I forget now if it said 2 ETFs. It might have been Bitcoin. But, yeah, Kronos or Crypto.com. The Crypto.com coin. They are applying for an ETF for Kronos. So, very cool, man. And I do hope, man. I hope we get a lot more ETFs. And I hope that cryptocurrency becomes something that people are willing to view as an asset and willing to invest in. Because if they're willing to invest in it, the prices over time are going to go up. Hello, thank you for all your videos. It is good. I hope the Shiba is going to $1. Yeah, Skeleton, man. I hope that SHIB. If I woke up and SHIB was at $1, you know, I would be selling it. I would have way too much money, and people would be beyond filthy rich. So I don't think that Shiba Inu Coin is just going to easily go to $1. But if everybody works together to burn, if everybody does all of this stuff right, if all of that happens, it's a possibility, man. You know, there's people that told you Bitcoin was never going to go to 100,000. There it is. People that told you Bitcoin would never go to 1,000. And 100x that level. So anything's possible, man. We really need to see a lot for SHIB to go to anywhere near $1. Came in late today. Better late than never, Brian. Better late than never. Let's see. But Clay, I would buy a house with my XRP because it is one investment for another. Like property, do you think? It's not like... Yeah. No, Giovanni. See, I agree with that, right? I would... Let's say, you know, I got a good amount of Solana. I got some Ethereum. Trump coin, for example, right? I got a lot of Trump coin. Let's say that this bull market rally did just pop off. I don't care if you use tomorrow or just sometime this year or whatever. But let's say everything ripped up, right? I would have no problem. Like if I wanted, and I really like my house, right? So I don't necessarily have any plans on upgrading my house or whatever. But dude, let's say something ridiculous happened and you're just multi-millionaire and you're like, yeah, dude, I can upgrade my house. What's the point in dying with, you know, $50 million in the bank and whatever? So let's say that you were going to go upgrade your house. at that point, man, I completely agree. Whether it be my XRP or my Trump coin or USDT or whatever, Solana, Ethereum, I would have no problem spending that or taking that, and especially if I thought it was saturated, using it to buy a house. I would actually prefer that. I would like that. I would think that's very nice, very cool. But I wouldn't take my dollars that I have in the bank, and instead of just handing the guy dollars, it wouldn't make any sense to me to say, unless he was offering some sort of a discount or something, it wouldn't make any sense for me to take my dollars, go buy XRP with them, and then go buy the house with XRP when I could just as easily give him dollars. So, but yeah, I could definitely see what you're saying. I would easily trade my XRP or my Solana or my Ethereum for a house if I already had it. I don't necessarily think it's a great idea to go through the extra step of buying XRP to just immediately go out and buy a house with it. Right? So therefore, the demand has already been there. It's not creating new demand. It's just creating new utility for the token, which is necessary, right? It's very hard to create demand. It's very hard to get people to want to do it. How do I know that? Because you guys don't click the link to download Best Wallet, and it's a free download. So it is very hard to get to create demand for something, even if it's free. You guys still don't want to click that download button. But maybe one day you will. Maybe one day it will be good. And I guess the cat doesn't want to come up here either. I still see Nufo's SuperChat, and I'm sitting here looking to see if the cat's out in the hallway. Nope, nowhere to be found. But what's your guys' sentiment today? I feel like my sentiment is much better than it was yesterday. I don't feel, and I didn't feel fearful yesterday, but I don't feel nearly as fearful as I was yesterday. I'm a lot more optimistic, and we've had a few green days in a row now. And I believe these few green days in a row could cause some people to go back out there, get excited again, and buy. So if you're sitting on the edge right now, wondering, maybe it's too high now, maybe Solana's going to dip back down to 130, maybe it's going to dip back down to 120, you know, it could, right? Obviously, that's a possibility. But don't get passed by because you're simply waiting for a 10% dip to bring you back down to the fresh lows that we were at. Let's see. Okay, bros, I gotta run. Busy week, stay positive, stay cool, listen to Miles Davis, and be cool. Ignore the noise and listen to the signals. Alien Head, absolutely, man. And I do hope you have a great day today. And you don't stay too busy. Stay relaxed. Stay cool, my friend. Stay cool. Positive, good. At least we got Genji and Jason that are positive because I'm feeling pretty good today as well. Is the only way to make a cryptocurrency useful and up in price is to be used, right? Seems like property would be the best way to use it. So yes and no, right? Utility is very interesting because, like I say, use cases like buying property with it are great, but does that give somebody a reason to buy it? I think what that does is legitimize it, okay? If I say, ooh, you know what? I really want, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something that somebody doesn't necessarily want. But if all of a sudden everybody wants something, all of a sudden everybody's like, oh yeah, that's got value. And maybe you look at artwork or something. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? You got a lot of people that paint pretty ugly pictures. But if everybody's like, oh, I want that. That has value. If everybody starts to perceive this as having value, I'll accept that as payment. I'll take that as payment. It's got some value to it. I'll accept that as payment. You know, yes, it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's going to go out and buy it, but it changes the reality around it to being viewed as something of value. So yeah, utility cases do help, but you know, you don't need to buy XRP to buy a house. You can still buy You can still buy a house with your dollars. Let's see. Till the next time. Absolutely, Jason. It is 101. I would assume it would start off with something buying property for profit. Yeah, absolutely. Right? You're just trading your XRP that you already have for the property. Price is going up, looking very good. I stopped sneezing. I forget why I stopped sneezing. Maybe it was Gen G, something like that. I forget now. But anyway, let's do some shout outs, guys. We're going to be back. We got videos coming out all day long today. Please watch them. Dead serious. Views are the lowest they've been since I started YouTube. Revenue is the lowest I've been since I started YouTube. So go out there, share the videos. We're going to make some money in this cryptocurrency, and it is going to be great. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Keep the chat going. Keep the chat awesome. And hopefully you do have a great rest of your day today. Giovanni, have a great one, man. Brian, enjoy your day. Nufo, Skeleton, have a great one. Giovanni, Brian, Alienhead, Genji, Jason, Genji, Giovanni, Jason, Giovanni, Genji, Giovanni, man. Nufo to Puto. Ahoo. See you later, Nufo. We got Giovanni, Crypto Conrad, Valdez Reyes, man. All of you guys, you know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time. Hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.